I got perfect attendance. I ran that work.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If this video is boring, it's because I'm tired. Cause I just did a 14-hour shift at work. And you know the thing about that is I was supposed to be off at 5, but I just got off not too long ago. And for me not to be behind on my videos, I need to go ahead and record this video so I can have like 3 days off so I won't have to worry about it. But anyways, I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you guys having a great night. And if it's the weekend when you are watching this, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all of those good things. Also, look in the comment section, the description box for all of my social medias and any video that you might have missed on my channel. Also, yeah, let's get started, you guys. Today I am going to talk to you guys about work study in college. And I know most of you guys probably already started college or getting ready to start. But before you do, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about work study and why you should apply and all of those good things. If my camera will do right. So yeah. I am like so tired, you guys. I'm forcing myself to do this video. Because like I said, I don't want to be behind and it need to get done. So let's get started. And if you guys don't know, I am still doing a diet. This right here is water. So yeah, I forgot to make my detox water, but it's coming, okay? It's coming. So let's get started, because I don't waste the 3 minutes talking to you guys about nothing. So the first thing I want to tell you guys, being awarded work study does not mean that you have a job. You still have, it's just like a regular job. You still have to go for an interview. You still have to sit down with people. You still have to do all of that to see if you qualify for the job. So just don't go in there and think that you don't have to put in a little work for the interview, because you do. It's easy to get awarded the opportunity to be in work study, but at the same time you have to understand work study is not a program. You don't get credit for it. So just don't think that when you go to work study, they're gonna count for 1 or 2 hours. No, it won't. And I don't want you guys to think that work study is based on all the jobs that they have on campus, because it's not. Because you can get a job off campus and you'll still get paid that way. But I'm gonna say probably 65 to 85%. Sometimes those jobs are on campus. It just depends on what you prefer. You have to check with your school to see like what website and stuff you have to go to just to find that job, but I promise you it's worth it. Um, um, Another thing I want to tell you guys, when it comes to getting paid, you have to understand that work study funds are not applied directly to your tuition. They are direct deposit, or sometimes you can find it where they give you a check. And I feel like direct deposit is easier, because you won't have to worry about how I'm gonna get this cash. You won't have to worry about paying extra just to get it cash, and you can just get a direct deposit and use it whenever you want to. Another thing I want to tell you guys about work study. Work study is not guaranteed from year to year. Just because, let's say, just because you work 2019, don't come in thinking you're gonna work 2020 because that's not true. Especially this year, if you come in working 2020, don't expect to work 2021 at that university or wherever you get, because you have to understand it's several factors that comes in play when it comes into your placement of being in even accepted in the work study program. So it's not a program, but I always say program because um if I'm not mistaken, the check that I first received, it said work study program and it says where I work. But I only worked in there for like one no 2 years, and those 2 years was like my freshman in college. That's my 1 year. And then my other year was when I had went to a university. So I did 2 years at every college or university I go to. I kind of work the first year. I say do that because you get to know the college, you get to know the people you're working with, you get to know more about the university or college wherever you can want to work. Now back to these factors that might play in your placement. Now you have to wonder about the um factors that will be in your being placed in the program. First, you got to think about first they're gonna look at your family income, then they're gonna look at your financial needs, then they're gonna look at the thing that you was awarded the year before. Did you use it? How much you made, and all of that, because you have to remember it's a certain amount you can make when it comes to work study. So don't forget that you can't do overtime, and you will be earning minimum wage. So don't forget that. But some universities and college you go to will give you the same um as if you wasn't a student there. Like instead of for us, if you guys don't know, I stay in Mississippi, and for us, minimum wage is like 7.25. I know, but I think they went up to 7.50 if I'm not mistaken. But I know for us it's 7.25 for sure. But when I was in community college working, they was paying me $12 an hour. But the only thing about that is you can't get over, I think $25. I mean 25 hours a week. Um, but if you look at it, it's kind of worth it because if you get paid, you stand on campus, you don't have bills. Um, you just have to fend for yourself. It's kind of worth it because if you get paid every 2 weeks, you got to think about you getting paid 50 for 50 hours. You're not getting paid for 25 hours for that week, and then you get what I'm saying. When it comes to the government taking it out, they only gonna take it out once and not twice. If you get what I'm saying. Another thing they look at is um work study funding. If your university or your college does not receive that much funding for the year, then it's gonna be limited amount of work study that could put people in. Um, so you have to look at that. If I'm not mistaken, if they are awarded 40,000, I believe, but don't quote me on that. If they are awarded 40,000, I think they're gonna hire 8 to 9 people. I think. Don't quote me on that, but you can Google it and look it up. Um, But like I said, pay hours might vary, and then work hours might vary. I know you can't get that many hours, but every little bit counts, especially if you a college student and you really don't have that much funds. When it comes to having like a little part time job, it helps. Because you're not gonna need everything. You're not gonna need something every week. If you need something every week, then that means doing, you're not taking care of your things and you're not spending your money where you need to spend it. Now, the school does not tell you how to spend your money. They just recommend you not to spend it on tuition. Most of us probably will save it to the end. But honestly, when I was working, I did not spend nothing on my tuition that I got at work study. I used that for like the necessity that I need, the necessary stuff I need, like things to wash my clothes with, extra groceries. If I wanted to go somewhere, I had gas money. Um, if you want to buy shoes or clothes or something like that, or toiletries, then that's what I use um my work study money for. Even though when I was in college, I did have two part-time jobs, and plus I was getting money from my parents at the time. But if you look at it, when I was in college, I was doing extra stuff. So and I had a bill when I was in college. So it's probably gonna be, the situation is different for everybody, but work study is basically you getting a part time job plus going to school. And it kind of balances itself out, especially if you working, let's say per week you probably got 16 hours, okay? And they're just saying per week. So they're gonna make sure to give you enough working hours to equal up to 40 hours a week. Now, I know most of you are confused, but I'm finna tell you. Let's say you go to school 20 hours a week, okay? Basically that's how many hours the classes are. But ain't no professor gonna keep you the whole time. But when you look at your transcript, it tells you how many hours you got for that class or for the classes you took. Now, let's say you go to class and they also factor in how long your classes are. So let's do it this simple way, okay? Let's say you go into class and you have 20 hours worth of classes, okay? And honestly, that's you probably gonna have like 7 classes. Don't tell me it can't be done because I did it twice. Now will I do it again? Hell to the no. But let's just say you have 20 hours worth of classes. They only gonna give you 20 hours of work, okay? Now, if you have 10 hours of classes, which is part time, then they're going to come in and give you 30 hours of work, okay? So basically, they're trying to keep you from being an idle mind type deal. But it works. If you put in the effort and the motivation that you need for yourself, it works. Then you got to think about it. If you're not getting paid every 2 weeks, you're getting paid every week. And that's also how you can start budgeting, okay? I always talk about budgeting, but with that money you can open a bank account for sure, and open a savings account. So by the time you step out of college, you have something to fall back on in case you need that little cushion. You get what I'm saying? In case it's hard for you to find a job. Another great thing about work study, you have to think that some of you guys probably think, okay, well I'm getting work study, but do that counts against me when I do my financial aid or my FAFSA? No, but I do want to stress when it comes to your FAFSA, you have to make sure you put in, you did do work study because they will ask you about your income. and you have to put in the exact amount you received into the FAFSA. Now, if you don't know the exact amount or you need help, just call or just talk to the payroll people that is at your university or your community college. Now, please, I beg you, don't fill out your FAFSA wrong because you will cheat yourself when it comes to your tuition. So, and you don't want to be like me because I cheated myself out of my tuition because I thought it was gonna count against me. So the first year I got it, I did not put it on my FAFSA. But you guys have to think about it. It is it's under your security number, okay? Um, but you can also call the payroll office at your school, and I'm pretty sure if you go to a university like I do, who loves to help you, who loves to make sure you're on the right track, they'll help you. Trust me, they will help you. But you just have to open up your mind and open up your mouth and let people know when you need help, and they'll help you. Um, but you guys know when it's something that's great helping you financially, it is always a pro of it, and then it's always the cons of it. So you guys, looking back, is beneficial. It provides directions that you need in your life, and also it's flexibility. It shows you how to um stay on time. It shows you how to manage your time for real. Okay. And also, it comes with flexibility. If you have to stay late after class, it won't count against you in no way, form, or fashion. Like at a job now, if let's just say you wasn't on a work study and you just went out and got a part-time job, well, you got to call ahead of time and let these people know that, hey, I'm gonna be late because I'm still in school. Now, honestly, they're not gonna give you so much time to talk about why you ain't coming, all of that stuff. Sometimes they count against you, but when it comes to work study, it's just that it's work and study. Okay. Another good thing is beneficial to you and whoever gets into work study is that it is financial support. Because I know majority, including me, do not want to ask our parents for money. Now, I know some people who don't care to ask for money, but my pride would not let me ask anybody for money. Um, and that's just the way I was raised. If you don't have it, that means you don't need it. For example, if I want to go buy me, let's say, a new purse or new shirts, as you guys can see, I bought a lot of new shirts in my closet before. But anyways, this beside the point. Let's just say you wanted new pants, new shirts, new shoes, everything new, but you don't have the financial money for it. Not saying that I'm never going to have it, I just don't have it now. I'm not going to ask my dad, hey, let me borrow $200 so I can go get these. Because I don't feel like I'm at an age now where I don't feel like I have to explain where my money is going. Now, I didn't have to explain where my money was going when my dad gave it to me, but at the same time, I just didn't feel comfortable enough to keep asking. Um, and this is when I was like 9, 10. So just imagine from 9, 10 to like now I'm 29. I never asked my dad for money. Even when it came to birthdays, I never asked him for money. Um, and majority sometimes people look at me and say, okay, she never asked for anything, but she have everything. Honestly, I don't have the things I want, but I have everything I need. Okay? And I feel like if my bills are paid, I have groceries, I have clothes, I have water, and I have electricity, I'm good. Um, so yeah, I say if you get in work study, especially for the financial support is a great thing, but don't depend on work study because with that being said, work study has its cons, and that's the only thing about work study is it's good for you if you want to get in it, but you have to understand work study is something that's temporary. Work study is not a permanent job. Now, before you say anything, it can become a permanent job, but it's not necessarily a permanent job because you're not going to be at that school forever. So you need to be on like productive and still search for other jobs. Because nowadays it's kind of hard if you're a full-time student to find a job that actually works around your schedule. If you go to classes in the daytime, that means you're going to have to work at night. If you go to classes at night, that means you work in the daytime. So where do your sleep come in at? Where do your time come in for homework and all of that? Um, so the status doesn't guarantee you employment. Just because you got work study financially wise doesn't mean that it's gonna mean that you're gonna get the job, okay? When you do get the job, you have to understand there are hour restrictions, meaning you are limited by the number of hours you work in the program. Um, and if you decide that you have got too many hours, they're gonna start. You probably more than likely is gonna get kicked out the program, or they're gonna drastically cut your hours. And when it comes next year, it's a guarantee you won't be working in work study. So that's the only drawbacks that work study have is temporarily. Anything that you do is temporary until you get in that career field that you want to work. So just remember that, okay? Every job you got is a temporary fix for financial support. Remember that. But like I said, the school does not tell you how to spend your money. They just recommend you not to spend it on financial aid. Spend it on your well-being, something you need. If you need to go to the doctor, if you need to do this or do that, do it with that money. Don't go pay for books. Don't go pay for board. Don't go pay for your education. Pay for something you need. But I hope this video helped you guys. If you guys have any more questions about work study and all of that stuff, if you guys want me to go deeper and deeper into work study, let me know in the comment section below. But that's all I have for you guys. And before you guys leave, make sure you click the bell. Be notified every time I decide to put up another video. And also look in the description box for any videos that you guys have missed. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Always stay safe, stay blessed, and spend time with your family, you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.